What is going on, everybody? Gonna be live streaming a couple times today. Actually, well, twice. A couple times. Mads lads, how are you doing, man? I'm gonna leave the Starfield countdown actually up here. I'm trying to work on an audio issue I was having, so see if I get that fixed. Gonna be interested to see this showcase live stream. Kind of wondering why it's not actually. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. All right. What I was gonna do here real quick is play a video because I'm trying to figure out why the heck my audio isn't working. It's not that it's a big deal. It's just that there's typically they update the software, but things get disconnected in the software, which is not a problem. I just got to figure out where the thing became unhooked. Doing good. You? Yeah, dude. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. It is a busy week. We got Destiny 2 showcase this morning, and then this afternoon. I mean, this is just all referring to gaming. This isn't even talking about like other things I do. But then we got this afternoon or this evening, I guess, depending on where you're located. We get the start of Gamescom, so it'll be the, I guess, Gamescom's first or the introduction video, I guess, that or advertisement video for Gamescom. And then we get Gamescom, and that should be kind of a lot of fun. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm gonna see if I can play a video here on really low volume. Kind of a longer video. This will work.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us to chit chat about the soccer takeover that it has been with Leo Messi and Apple that's seemingly making a great play.
All right, that'll work. So I pray for more Starfield teaser, dude. Man, I'm so torn. I was thinking about that last night. You were not wrong. I want to see more. I want to see more. I'm gonna turn this down because I just need to see one little thing. Yeah. So I want to see more, but I don't because we're so close to release. Like this would have been like 2 months ago. I'm right there with you. I'll be like, yes, I want to see some more. But now it's like we're within 10 days. 10 days. 9 days, man. Oh my gosh. So I'm just like, nah, you know what? I don't want to see anymore. I just want to get in there and kind of get it going myself. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it now. It's kind of funny, like everybody's all talking about Starfield and stuff, and yeah, I think the Starfield community is like I'm not gonna say like tight knit, but it's definitely grown, and it's funny. Come like next Friday, we're all gonna be separated again. We're just all gonna split off onto our own worlds and just not even talk to each other. I'd be curious to see just how what it's gonna be like for those first couple days. Like, is there really gonna be any outside of like streaming content and stuff like that? Is there really gonna be much talking about the game, or is everybody just gonna be so locked into doing their own damn thing? It's gonna be funny. Oh man. what are the kind of games you play? I played Diablo 4, and I didn't get in on that when it first launched. I actually had some other people, some other friends actually say that they liked it and they were enjoying it. So I picked it up, played through the story. It was pretty good. Diablo 4 wasn't too bad. Not my style of game. I don't like top-down games like that. So yeah, it wasn't my style. So I mean, I lost interest once I finished the campaign and finished the story. I kind of wouldn't mind playing Baldur's Gate 3, but Baldur's Gate 3 seems like it's almost as much as Starfield. I mean, we don't know what Starfield is, but it seems like it's a lot, and I'm kind of like saving up all my energy for Starfield. I don't want to be like all worn out going into Starfield. Everyone would be too busy playing. Yeah. Seen the 40-minute gameplay leak? No, don't tell me about any leaks. I do not want to hear about any leaks. And that's the other thing, is dude, people that do that are just jackasses, in my opinion. I don't want to see any leaks. I don't want to hear about any leaks. It's like that, because that just ruins your game experience, in my opinion. It's like they get the shocking moment of something, you don't. Yeah, I have no interest to cover leaks or anything like that. And about the only thing I did cover, as far as leaks goes, was that reveal of the home screen, which, not home screen. I know that leaked. I saw that. I was like, but I wasn't going to post it. No, it was the Todd Howard face. The Todd Howard face. I thought that was rather interesting to see. Bring it up real quick. Yeah, the Todd Howard, someone made the Todd Howard face in the customization, or the character customization. Very, very impressive. That, I mean, damn, that looks so much like Todd Howard. Jeez. Very impressive that people took the time actually to do that, one. And two, that you can make it look that good. I was quite impressed. Quite impressed. All right. All right. All right. What was I doing? I was working on audio. Why is my audio not working? That's weird. Okay. So manage peak astronaut. Yeah. Peak astronaut. Yeah. It's funny. All right. Is there any other games that you're looking forward to? Man, because I can't really think of anything. I'm kind of interested. I know the Division has a new game supposed to be coming out this next year. There was another game that looked kind of interesting next year. Destiny 2, I'm kind of interested in, just because I've put in much of the past 9 years that Destiny's been going on into that game. But I've lost so much interest in that game. I lost a lot of interest in that game over the really about a year ago, but then there just wasn't anything else out really to play. Excuse me, to play, and I just I don't know. You get to this year and it's like, I mean, there's just so many banger games, and that's the thing, is like, if Starfield was out in November this last year like it was supposed to be, I mean, I would have been probably all over that game then. I mean, I was going to be all over that game then, but it just is what it is. All right, how sound? What the freak, man? I really hate it when they device properties. No, not what I want. What's going on, Diane? How you doing, man? Why do I tune into a stream about the Light and Darkness saga and see Starfield? Because that is the future. After the Light and Darkness saga is over, Starfield takes over. No more powers. Going back to straight exploring the galaxy, man. If you didn't know, it was a collab between Bungie and Bethesda. Surprised you didn't know that. They put that out in a twab. I'm sorry, in a twid. They put that in a twid. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So, Chrome. Where's browser? Worst YouTuber ever. I know, man. Bro, do you think we're here to raise the bar? No. We're here to drop the bar so that I can step over it. It's like people got it all backwards. You don't raise the bar because then you can't ever get over it. You got to lower the bar so you can get over it. How you doing today, man?
Yeah.
And then he
There we go. That was it. That was what I needed.
And then he's back on a ferry back to his
right.
hometown, 9:45 a.m. It's like, what a fucking wild.
Crazy.
And that was when I lost hope. I want to let you know.
It was dark
Just
days.
a
I remember that
quick test.
FaceTime with
Looks
you
like
because
that's
we thought I
working.
was coming
Yeah.
back, and I was.
Yeah, that's working. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I hate it when they update. Hey, Diet, dude, I have found something I really dislike about streaming, and that is when they update the sound software, because it like dislinks like a lot of the settings, and I got to go back in and figure out which setting is not connected anymore. It's really kind of annoying. Anyways, all right, so that's freaking done. I'm glad that that's done. I'm gonna leave that. I'll just put that in the background. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's going. Boom. All right, cool. All right, so I'm actually gonna play some games now, because that's what we're all tuned in for, right? Playing games. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so I will gladly talk about anything we want to talk about. Starfield, whatever. Or, but I'm mostly just kind of waiting for the Destiny 2 Final Shape Showcase. We'll see what goes on there. And then we got Gamescom later today, which, well, I can take a look at that later. But the Gamescom. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let me bring that over. Oh, it's all right. Anyways, there we go. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. No. Alright. I'm trying to get everything figured out. Don't live stream in the morning, man. You haven't woken up yet. That's what my mind's telling me. Let's see. What do you say, Diet? You making fun of me again? Apparently there is an interview with some dude or other on Thursday that's Starfield related. Yeah. Right. So tonight, Gamescom's gonna put out their initial, Gamescom intro trailer, whatever. And then like the next few days, we're gonna get like, I think tomorrow, Xbox is doing a presentation. And in that, there will be some new Starfield footage and stuff like that. And then there will be some dev. I think there's a couple of dev interviews that I've seen over then the couple days after that. So I don't think there's going to be a lot. I mean, obviously this isn't really just geared just for Starfield, but there'll be a little bit of information out there. I don't expect anything game changingly new reveals or anything like that, but there will be some new information. What are you up to today? See if we can go annihilate some destroyers. Oh yeah, by destroyers I mean literally just one on the other team. What is that? Man, this is a map you want to be, or this is a game you want to be in a battleship. Man, look at all them cruisers. Jesus, so many cruisers on both teams. And I'm the low man. That's even better. Hey, Diet, what time was the Destiny 2 showcase going to start? Was that 12:30 your time? Right? 12:30 Eastern? I can't remember if it was 12:30 Eastern or 11:30 Eastern. Basically in 30 minutes or an hour and a half. I was just trying to think about what it was last year. See if we can get quickly around this island. See if we can come around that backside, because there might not be that many ships. I can get around to that aircraft carrier in the back there. Yeah, at least it looks like a lot of their fleet's kind of moving towards Alpha, so that'd be kind of cool. Be an easy dub to get back to that aircraft carrier. Ooh, spotted by the plane. I think I was spotted by the aircraft carrier or the destroyer. Bummer. All right. Oh, there he is. There he is. Where's your torpedoes, dude? I know they're there. What? The accuracy with that shot was so bad. There we go. There we go. Come here, buddy. There we go. Yes. Just disabled him. He can't do anything about it. And he's on fire. Wow.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Alright, stop. There we go. Alright, got their one destroyer out. Money is exactly what you want to see. Exactly. Damn, dude, that dude's got some hella range on him. Holy shit. I don't think I can hit this freaking Wyoming. I don't really want to do that because he's looking the other way. I'm gonna light this Wyoming on fire. Alright. Oh, I got the Citadel on the aircraft carrier. What? Get close enough to this guy. Anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get that Merman Scout. Is that dude really shooting torpedoes at me? Really shooting torpedoes at me, dude? Oh, damn. F that guy. He just hit me hella good.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Oh, come on. Just two down. Alright, cool. Dang it. I'm trying to get those torpedoes off. Damn. Alright. Show you how to aircraft carrier. I'll show you how to do this. Got here? What do we got? Oh, nice. We got some sixes out there, but really it's just a bunch of some destroyers. Ooh, they actually have a 6 cruiser. All right. All right. That's. Oh, we have a 6 cruiser as well. All right. It's not horrible. I got the hiccups.
Battle starts.
Okay. Let's do it. Take off. Let's go. Actually, I kind of like where I'm located. I'll put myself right there.
Autopilot mode enabled.
There we go. There we go. Put myself right there. Ooh. This is to keep my mind off of looking at anything about Starfield because there's leaks out there and I have no interest to see those leaks. Yes. That's my rationale. That is my rationale. Oh man. Alright.
Torpedoes to port.
Cool. Ooh, got him to flood too. That's better. That's even better. Alright. See if I can go find that destroyer. That's the dude that we need to get out. Where are you, buddy? Sending some smoke screen, huh? Alright. There's a cruiser over here. Dang it, dude. Keep redline. I always redline my freaking planes. There we go, there we go, there we go.
Capture that area.
Yes! That was so close, I didn't think I was going to be able to get him. Boom. That is great. That was a good hit. Good hit, good hit. Got a battleship out, that's good. Just gotta get these freaking, gotta get this destroyer and cruiser spotted. These freaking guys, man. These freaking guys over here. Yeah, see? Dude, that cruiser over here is really good with AA, I could tell. Hell yeah, got one. Yeah, that cruiser has really good AA that's over there. What is it? Oh yeah, it's a level 6. That's the chumpin'. Let's go get this battleship out here. There's a Bayern. I need to move this guy. He's about to get spotted.
Mode enabled.
Dude, get that freaking cruiser out of there.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I'm not gonna worry about that, dude. He's out.
Nice work.
Yeah. Alright, that chump was out. That's good. See if I can get destroyer spotted. Should be able to clean him up quick. Get him, get him. Damn. Dude, get back. Oh, gosh. I gotta wait on some planes. Dude, I'll take 4. Freaking, destroyer's getting way too close to the aircraft carrier. That is not good, man. It is not good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line you up, bud. I know you're gonna be here somewhere. Yes you are.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Oh, good. Got one.
Destination reached.
What?
Autopilot mode disabled.
Dude,
All
I
stations.
need to be getting on this guy. He's about to
Fire on the
whoop my
target.
ass.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Jesus. Ah. Shit.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
Oh shit. Is my aircraft carrier about to die? Yeah.
Enemy is about to
Y'all
win.
schlubs, how'd y'all let that freaking destroyer get all the way through there?
The enemy is about to win.
I don't know what our team was doing that whole time. Like, they never pushed up. They never did anything. Bunch of idiots. Idiotos. I mean, the only chance they got is to kill everything. Freaking dummies. You freaking dummies. Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, I don't
Shadow.
know.
What's going on?
Oh,
Not too much.
I saw your
watching thingies.
I saw your message to get on and get into the party. I just now saw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the pre-show's live on Twitch, so I don't know if you were watching that or not.
Hell no, I don't give a shit about no pre-show. What
It's
is
showing the timeline, which are actually kind of nice.
the timeline? What
Yeah.
timeline?
Yeah, there's
The
a bunch
timeline
of
of Destiny.
cutscenes
of all
and
of
stuff like
Destiny.
that.
Oh, I don't care about that. I lived it, man. I know what the timeline is.
So between, do you think they're bringing a location back this season, or are they gonna wait till the
Ooh.
next expansion?
That's a
So
good question.
it depends.
I feel like it depends
I
as well.
would have said that they would have brought back the Dreadnought with King's Fall if they were planning on bringing back location.
Same.
That didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
If Crota is the raid, that happens on the moon. If Wrath of the Machine is the raid, that happens on Earth. If Leviathan is the raid, maybe they bring back the Leviathan as a location.
I mean,
That
it's
wouldn't make
technically
much
still there.
sense, but-
It's in the skybox of the moon. So,
Yeah, but I don't know.
but it is also.
I really want to
corrupted.
see. I really want to see what their seasonal model is going to be after the initial season.
Yeah.
Because if they're wrapping up the Light and Dark saga in that first expansion,
after the initial expansion.
yeah, after
Okay.
it is a season 2, but yeah, after the final shape with the end of the raid, they say that's the end of the Light and Darkness saga. So
Right.
what do we do for the next year?
True.
After that,
Starfield.
Now, this would be
dude,
good for them
the
if
more
they're
you
smart
push
about
Starfield on me, the more lukewarm and mediocre it gets for me.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm like a rebellious child like that. I will straight up uninstall that pre-order shit right now.
And you know what? You still watch that one video I told you to watch a long time, even though you denied it for a year. You're like, I did watch it, and I was like, ha, got you.
If they're kind of smart about it, they will reverse for Final Shape. Reverse the dungeon and raid launch, so that final raid is the final raid.
Reverse the dungeon and raid launch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I could
So
see
that goes
one
dungeon, legacy raid,
other
dungeon,
scenario
final
that
raid.
would make sense, right? The other scenario is
Yeah.
the final shape launches. We get the raid with final shape, right? There is no dungeon in the season after that, and there's no content even really, except for updates and adding stuff into the game before the next yearly expansion, the next chapter. So you could have a scenario where theoretically they bring back a bunch of raids inside a year instead of doing multiple seasons and do quality of life updates with Gambit and PvP and stuff. And
Or bring back vanilla. Just bring back everything vanilla. Give me
I don't
Red War. I would take that for the last season. Give me Red War. Give me Forsaken back.
Oof.
I don't know about that.
I don't think they bring the Red War
There
back. That's a
was-
lot of content.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think they'll bring that back. Not to say I don't want it back. 'Cause, I mean, more content's better. But I
If they
just
do literally
don't see it happening.
just the campaign board. Like, just the campaign.
There we go.
Like, I would
Maybe they
do it.
finally announced that they're sunsetting all of Gambit so that they can bring Red War back.
There's sunsetting Gambit to bring in Horde mode.
bring in
I would love a Horde mode.
Yeah,
uh
because you were Hewer.
Prison of Elders. Bring back Prison of
You're
Elders.
gonna bring in a Hewer mode.
No. Prison Elders is not a Horde mode. People were saying it was a Horde mode,
Yeah.
but it is not a Horde
No, it's
mode.
not a Horde mode.
I want like a hardcore 50 levels. Shit gets harder and harder and harder and harder.
So like a
And you don't
Gears of War
even
horde.
make it to, yeah, you don't even make it to level 50 sometimes just because of bad luck. Like, it's
Oh, I love those modes.
like Call of Duty Safeguard kind of Horde mode.
I love that they
Not-
said they're probably going to get rid of Rift. It's like, thanks. I hate that mode. Yeah, how did that go? It didn't go very well.
Oh, I missed this. Caden's badass moment where he pulls his hood back up.
Ooh. Oh, that's something I was gonna kill him. Are you freaking kidding me, dude?
Do you think they're gonna do something to honor Lance Reddick during the showcase?
Probably.
I hope to God they do.
Yes, they probably will. They'll probably.
Just look at this. They better.
I would imagine we probably also get our first dialogue with Keith David.
Keith David.
Yeah, with
Yes,
as Zavala.
Makes me happy. Makes me happy.
So Joe Garoth said that it was recorded a long time ago.
What?
And the showcase.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when did
maybe
he
it was
pass
even
away?
recorded before.
Before Lance passed. You know what? You might be right because it was announced. The showcase was announced before he passed.
Oh man.
Because I remember them announcing
good.
this before Lightfall even happened. Because it was like Lightfall and then wait for August 22nd for the showcase. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, you might be right, David.
State of the game. The game sucks. Wait for the showcase. Joe Garoth makes a 15-minute
That
Twitter
was-
video.
that
It's like,
was-
okay, guys.
that was
The
basically
showcase
it.
is not gonna be what you think it is.
I mean,
I am
it's
so
never
sorry.
about new features and huge game changes. It's not. It's
The
always
showcase? Yeah, it is.
no. It's not.
In last year's showcase, they announced the in-game LFG feature, which still hasn't launched, but that was a huge new feature that we were really
I thought
excited
we
about.
got that feature announcement before the showcase.
No.
There was a lot of stuff that was supposed to launch this past season that didn't launch. Because like the rotating exotic mission, which is starting this season, was supposed to be last season.
Mhm.
That's why they were like, season of the deep, season of the deep. Ooh, you're gonna get all this stuff, all this stuff. Yeah, you ain't get half of it. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks.
I've been telling Shadow for a while. I think that I never enjoyed Destiny for the game that it currently is. I always enjoy Destiny for the game it'll be in the next 6 months.
You always
The
look. You
anticipation.
always look forward. You always look forward because they always announce good like weapon crafting. Oh man, that was such a good announcement. And then, God, weapon crafting sucks. The way they implemented it was just
Well-
awful.
Well, the one thing that they are deprecating is all the resin alloys and harmonic alloys. Those are going away.
Yep.
No
The
longer
ones
a
that are in my thingamabob.
You can trade them for Glimmer.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I think the deharmonizing or whatever, I think I might be used like 3 of the 4 that they gave us. And that was just to finish out like one weapon.
Wow. Destroyer.
Oh,
Wow.
well, that's still going to be in your season pass.
Stupid destroyer missed that.
You'll be able to
freaking-
go back and claim that at the beginning of
think
this
I got-
season. I mean,
I think I got 1 left.
I use it to finish out certain raid weapons,
Mhm.
you know? And I think that's how a lot of people are
God,
probably
this
going to
guy
use it.
sucks.
Last season, they're up to season of the rivals in the timeline.
Yes, that was my favorite season.
It's really interesting because if someone's watching this showcase,
Mhm.
they're basically getting a short recap on Destiny's history.
Yep.
From just all the trailers and stuff.
Gosh.
Yeah, because see, I didn't get to play. I didn't do like Season of the Drifter, Season of Opulence, like that era, like those 4. I didn't get to play those. I came back in big at Season of the Arrival. Why did I come back at Season of the Arrivals? Was this right before Shadowkeep? Yeah, it was.
No. Season Arrival was right before
Beyond Light.
Beyond Light. Because that was when the pyramid ships arrived. And then Beyond
Okay,
Light, when
well,
we
I
had to go to Europa to figure out some disturbance.
I think I did
or
all
signal.
of Shadowkeep's campaign, but like none of the seasonal stuff back then.
Can we just talk about the elephant in the room here for a second?
Sup?
For a bunch of Guardians who have spaceships to fly anywhere, there's a lot of planets in our system that we have no idea where the fuck they even are. Like, Europa? We didn't know about Europa? We didn't know about
Yeah, we know.
Neptune?
No, we,
Oh my god, there's all these people on Neptune we didn't even know
we
were
know
there.
where they're at, Diet. They're in the Destiny content vault. They're in the Destiny content vault.
So,
There's gonna be some Martian
Diet,
aliens
watch
popping
the-
out. We'll be like,
watch the veil thing.
And by the way,
that'll
Diet, I
answer that
really
question.
appreciate you typing in worst YouTuber ever. Because everybody
Dude,
that
if
pops
you
in is
have a-
literally going to see that.
if you have a title that says Destiny Lightfall Showcase Light and Dark Saga and you're sitting on a countdown timer for Starfield,
Hey, bud.
that's not why people are gonna tune into that stream.
Hey, bud. Mads turned in, and we were straight up talking Starfield. Till you got there and ruined the
Okay,
vibe.
are you
And
still
you know
live
what?
streaming?
And you know what? It was all good. He didn't complain.
Are you still live streaming?
I am still live streaming.
All right, then I'm providing content for you, bitch. You're welcome.
Oh, wow. This guy, the nerve. The nerve.
Look, man, I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. All right.
The
Oh, we get Presence
nerve.
back today.
Oh.
I wasn't ever really a fan of Presage.
That was the only one that I could do solo. As far as exotic.
Hey, so do y'all have the Destiny 2 showcase begin in 24 minutes?
Yes.
Yes and no.
What do you have?
I am currently on the
Because they just started streaming it on YouTube. That's why I asked.
yeah, I am currently on the Twitch screen watching the preview on Twitch.
I am watching
Because
both
you
Twitch
get
and
in-
YouTube.
But are they both at the
I'll
same spot? Is what I'm
probably-
saying.
Yes, on my screen, on both of my screens they are.
One's got a slight delay, but yeah.
This is what I brought you here to see.
So I will probably like.
Oh, so they're just running through the like
The timeline.
Timeline, yeah.
timeline again? Is that it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whatever.
Season of the Hunt was okay.
Season of the Hunt was straight garbage. There was nothing good about Season of the Hunt.
Yeah, I don't think I've finished any of my stuff on Season of the Hunt. Season of the Chosen was alright. I actually like Season of the Splicer and Season of the Lost.
It's interesting. I haven't seen any ads on this channel since
Same,
they
since it
started live streaming. I wonder if there's some sort of like partnership deal or whatever with developers when developers are streaming that they just don't. There's no ads related like normal content creators get.
I wonder if it's because they know they're going to get like hundreds of thousands of viewers at one time. It's like, oh, we don't need ads to pay for that.
Or maybe the developers pay so that there's no ads on the channel.
True. True. Oh, I just thought about something. Okay. If we are having to wake up Sabathun right now, I wonder if we might end up having to go look at her altars of reflection again.
Look, I don't want to see memories of her taking feet pics to post to OnlyFans, okay?
Why
But I
not,
thought it was
Diane?
interesting that like after the Traveler portal opened, there was new lines that they didn't tell anybody about. And I thought I was going crazy. I was like, no, wait a minute. This is new. So I'm wondering if we're gonna get new stuff from her if she's not woke yet in this season.
Which I don't like that because I don't
The enemy team
want
has
them to
taken the
put
lead.
content in the game that you have to go stumble upon. Like if I experience all the lore at that time,
Yeah,
right? I don't want to have to go back and play random shit to figure
is
out
true.
if I'm missing something.
true.
Okay.
Unless it's one of those things like it gives you the marker, be like, okay, go do this one for this piece of mission type of thing. Like step
Yeah.
2 or 5 type of thing. That would be cool. but not randomly. Sedona. Oh, that's interesting. Bungie's audio wasn't working on YouTube side. That's funny.
Oh, it's not?
It said it wasn't.
Oh. Okay, so.
Savathun.
Sava thickness.
What is up with all the freaking Guardians coming up with the random ass names in the tower? Like, what is up with the Guardian fetish and turning everything into something sexual? It's like, really?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I ran into Mars House thighs the other day. I ran into Savathun's thigh. I'm like, oh my god.
Did anybody run into Shaq's left shoulder? Or not, I'm sorry, Zavala's left shoulder?
I run into Shax's, which horn is broke? Shaq's left horn?
That's, yeah, left
Ran
one.
into one of those. I was like, oh. Think I know why that horn is broken.
Within was dead. And the Traveler resurrected her?
I wouldn't have believed it either, but
But why would she need us to recover her memories if she never lost them in the first place?
This has to be another trick. A lie to fool us into surrendering the Traveler without a fight.
I still would love a really good
This
community
has
event.
been the
and
Traveler's
those
approach from the
expansions
beginning.
again. Best.
The Books of Sorrow detail many civilizations it blessed with the light, then abandoned.
Hive propaganda.
The Fallen tell the same story. When the Witness and its Black Fleet came to call, the Traveler moved on to our system.
Where it sacrificed itself to save humanity from the same forces. Forces which included the Hive! After all that,
I love them watching this like I don't know what's going to happen. Like I've never seen it before.
Enemy,
Yeah, I got it up.
the light.
I mean,
It's been a
kinda
while.
Nice to rewatch.
It doesn't matter.
Lance do his thing.
Maybe this is like them
I don't
paying
know
homage to
why the
Lance.
Traveler gave Savathun the light. Maybe it has changed its mind about Guardians. Maybe it's not as infallible as we once
Oh,
believed.
what if they gave us a thing for Season of the Lost, Festival of the Lost? Like give us a Lance mask?
I don't know, and it doesn't
That
matter,
would be sweet.
because I'm here to protect humanity. And if Savathun takes the Traveler, we lose our light.
Or just
along
put,
with
like,
any
LR on
hope for
something
surviving the
for Lance
Witness's
Reddick.
return.
Like make a Lance Riddick
So,
mark since he was a
Whatever
Titan
it
here.
takes to stop
And
this
I think he's
heist,
Titan named.
we
when
will.
No,
do.
he was a warlock main.
He was Warlock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. How do we stop this?
A Lance Riddick class.
I'm
item
not
for
sure
everybody.
yet. But I know where to find out.
That was a good year. Witch Queen. You look good.
Witch Queen was good. One
Yeah.
of the only
We
campaigns
didn't
that I played
buffering.
through multiple times.
Why am I buffering?
Isn't this interesting? I miscalculated. So did you, Guardian. So protective of your Traveler that you wouldn't let me keep it safe. But the Witness is
Now I think
coming.
about it. The
The
Traveler
game
was
is
cool with
yours to
being
play
kidnapped,
now,
but he wasn't cool with being bound
Yours
up
to
by the
win.
Cabal.
or lose. Or lose.
So yeah, Southern was right in first place.
He wanted it. He didn't want to die.
Just don't
Savathun
say.
has always been right.
I didn't warn you.
Which is like, soon as she died and Amaru left, I was like, we're gonna have to wake her up at some point. And then sure enough, here we go. Like, I knew it. I knew it. And that's a big ass ghost.
Oh shit!
He is huge.
Could watch the D2 live stream from last year.
Mm-hmm. You can watch all of them.
No. Where did your ghost go?
I'm just wondering why the one
Guardian, I just got the message.
the live stream
Traveler
on
is back
YouTube
in the last city.
has subtitles. Oh, there we go.
Is it
They
done?
just fixed it. It had subtitles and the D2 showcase and beginning in.
But her ghost
begins
got
in
away.
was like all in Spanish
Good
or
enough.
French.
Hold your position. The Hidden are coming to secure the remains. Good work, Guardian. You did
15
the
more
right
minutes.
thing.
Now what?
The edge of my seat.
Now, we prepare for the witness and stop the next collapse.
Mm-hmm. Because of course Drim put Sir remembers.
What?
Under Diablo 4. I guess I could kind of understand why, but he didn't have to put anybody in there, actually.
The children of soul cry out for salvation.
Witness!
You promise them life, but deliver only death, as you have for so many before. Enough. Enough death. Enough life. You have no pieces left to place. The game is over. Do not be afraid. Your pale heart holds the key. This time, there is no escape.
It did start off very strong. Yeah. And then it just kind of got, okay, it's super repetitive again.
I mean, it's always gonna be repetitive.
I didn't mind Season of the Chosen. And then Season of the Seraph was just kind of basic to me. I just liked Season of the Seraph because of all the stuff with rescue.
Oh yay, the gay couple. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not even gay because it wants a robot.
It's happening again. The whirlwind.
Perilous.
Kill.
Don't worry. The great machine will never abandon anyone again.
I had put this on one of these two stream. I was like, what if our actual final
It's leaving.
boss for Final Shape is a Traveler?
The Traveler is leaving.
It might be.
I could see that.
The Warsats.
Most emotional ending to a season ever.
Not do this.
But also
If
interesting.
you care at all for our people, if there is anything left in your heart, make it known your pain. Anna, it's time.
For Reese. Goodbye, Red.
That was cool seeing full circle.
Why does it not flee?
Because it has nowhere else to run.
Woo! Space is big.
There are too many of them! They're everywhere!
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the Traveler. At all cost.
I like it says all costs, but yet they're all bunkered behind the
Behind
the wall.
Yeah, our strongest people aren't going to go out there.
Yeah. Is that Nezrak on the right?
I was wondering that too. Or if it was just a step. No, it has to be Nezrak. If you think about it, because the Traveler is what woke him up. Never noticed that before. Huh. And I'm gonna Death Star you too.
Lightfall could have been so much better if most of it was about this part of it.
Yeah.
Like, why did Amanda have to die separately in some random ass explosion versus actually being shot down by the witness when we thought she was dead? Like, I think based on the cutscene, that was probably originally their intention. And then they needed to carve out some sort of seasonal content. They're like, no, she's not really dead.
Yeah.
Oh wait, she's dead now.
Like, the first time seeing that part though, it's like, Duchess? He waved a finger and they went slicey, slicey.
Yeah.
Damn it! Going down! Multiple casualties out here! We need to pull back!
And buffering.
Oh no. I think it's buffering for everybody. Yeah, it's buffering for everybody. Okay.
There'll be some ass across 20-minute video breaking down that clip right there. Freeze frame, step through everything.
I think Evade actually did.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's why I was memeing.
They found the veil.
We're in no position to engage
Shadow,
the enemy.
you on the hype
We
train
don't
yet?
have a choice. We're out of time.
Osiris.
Destiny 2?
No.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
No. There's nothing to be hideful.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
It's like choo-choo. Are we choo-choo Charlie or are we choo-choo Thomas?
Choo-choo all you want.
And this is why it's dangerous, because just seeing all this stuff, like, gets me excited for the next thing.
What? This is exciting?
No more running away.
Cutscenes.
Hello, Callus. Title.
Rest now.
The cutscenes are arguably the best part of Destiny.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with gameplay. That's the problem.
Now that you say that, when I went back to playing D1's cutscenes were chef's kiss. I was like, some of these are actually like way better than anything in D2 recently.
Get your coat.
You want a badass
What's wrong,
robot
Osiris?
armor and
Get your coat.
All these grenades that I can't use.
and Nimbus's giant codpiece.
It's creating the link. Destroy it.
What ghost shell did you have on when you had to do this part?
Not that one. I don't remember.
I had on my Segura shell, so it really kind of hit a little differently. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill you again.
What just happened?
Sorry.
We just lost.
Zavala, come in.
What are you listening to, Shannon?
What am I, for what? What am I listening to? I'm watching the D2 showcase.
Oh, maybe it's Bat Chick's stuff that I hear. Some other voice coming back there.
Oh yeah, probably Stevie Gray.
The universe makes us all victim and perpetrator.
And I can hear the voice.
Infinite cruelty.
Just a little bit.
You, more than any,
You didn't have to use it.
suffer both fates. Be free.
Nice eyebrow.
Look, it may be a monobrow, but it's a very well-groomed monobrow, okay?
I said nice eyebrow. It is nice.
Man put some work keeping his monobrow well-groomed that way. What if?
I like how they're
One
going
side
right
effect.
past Season of the Defiance. They're not even in it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, Mara's still doing her spell over in the
The
farm.
witness has moved beyond our reach.
What if the one side effect of all the 1,000 souls coming together to become the witness is that a race that had no eyebrows just grew a massive monobrow?
It's just one eyebrow hair from
You
every
just
side.
wake up from the procedure and be like, that's different.
All attempts to follow it
Joxer, no.
have failed.
Poor dude.
So they just skip past Final Shape.
Hold up.
Beyond. It's just gonna say beyond.
Our journey continues. What if they
here's the
introduce a
Lance
new
Rider.
game
Oh,
called Journey? Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's so depressing.
my heart.
That's so depressing. Alright, this is by far the best part of the showcase.
Oh, my heart.
난 어둠 속에서 태어난 끔찍한 것들을 봤어. 매 순간 그 미래가 다가와.
Or are they doing this stupid trailer again?
Yeah, when you get everybody's reaction.
여기서 시작된 건 내 미래가 아니야. 너의 미래지.
Okay. I don't care about what other Twitch streamers' reactions are. Like, in the moment, reactions are cool, but I don't want to watch clips of them a year later.
No, this is 4 years later.
How much you bet we're gonna get T-Rex's I'm in space?
Holy crap.
About time we go to the main.
Oh, dude, that shit's copyrighted. They're using that. Oh, yeah.
구원이다.
Turbo and T-Rex were
명심해.
my first two.
빛과 어둠의
Destiny
경계가 아주
streamers that I watched.
모호하다는 걸. 함께 건너가자.
When Professor Broman played the, what was it, Prison Elders, and everybody's like, this guy's washed up, he's gamer girling out, he's fangirling out, he doesn't even know how to play the damn game, he's terrible. And I think that's the point when he kind of started shifting away from Destiny live streaming.
Yeah.
What is he doing? No way.
She's like, I'm doing Guardian Con now, that's all I do.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others, an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape. We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world, a vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back. Why you were chosen. The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling. But I know now. After all we've seen, all we've lost, this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you one last time to rise.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help. And it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of Oblivion.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey, where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
In the final shape, we're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler is this infinite, vast, unknowable, and we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange, it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. And it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape means so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
Subjugators are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape. They have an enhanced power set. They're performing stasis powers and strand powers to face the Guardian, well, in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this element of control.
They're back there pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place, tangling you up.
We're focusing you on the campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses. So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the Witness.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want to create something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds. The Warlock Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles going off, doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying Scorch when they're shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect, when I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive. Twilight Arsenal. It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around and you and your allies can go and pick up that axe and start wailing on enemies with it.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect, I press and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
the Hunter Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The Hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife and throws it across the world, and then is able to blink to its position, do the slash that just decimates anyone nearby.
One really great thing about that is not just you do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks each time you do it.
The Hunter has an aspect. We take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves. It like takes that sandbox to the next level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like...
That was good, but I think it's more like... You know?
I like it, I like it.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It has the really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has the additional property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon and then fire out a super destructive single projectile. It's a really special weapon.
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler Beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvastab into the fold.
The Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath. Burn the world, burn it all. In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage. They have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies. I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
The weapons team is always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover. This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't. Well, better get back to it.
In this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart. I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him slip back into the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group, I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
Guardian, the Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister, Xivu Araf. It rests with me. Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
Bring me your tithes.
You now wield Hive magic and have entwined it with your light. Assault the Spire, Guardian, and open the way to our tithes. Let them know fear. The deck of whispers, and they do whisper. Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me. My appetite rises for your brutal tribute. Let us show her what it is to be Hive. You have found the horn of battle! You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Season of the Witch is our opportunity. As players, we've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first, and that bigger problem's name is Xivu Araf. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's
idea.
a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We wanted to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's
really
super fun.
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch. We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun. The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable. With Season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focus the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass, we've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we've got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're gonna be reaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hivey this season, obviously. There's something in the air. And so when thinking about like, what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very Hivey season, there's only one answer.
I have seen what the Hive call a god. Only a true weapon of the light can stop his wrath.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers, as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players. In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other Guardian to join you in this high-level content.
When it's combined with Fire Team Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my play style. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat. I'm just really here to have a good time. Exactly.
Tags really allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection. The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, a mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's last stand from Forsaken. This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes, and the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the Final Shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the Final Shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually providing more cinematic styled experiences throughout the Final Shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
What makes a guardian a guardian? Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We know that we were chosen for a reason, by something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery.
Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Our purpose is its end. This time, there is no escape.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the Throne World as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithe.
After all these years, all we've lost, this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you to rise one last time.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects, and lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
All right. Oh man. So
I don't know if I'm gonna hang out for the post show.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they usually don't do
Well, a lot of times the post show has answers to questions. It's like a Q&A session, and you get a lot more clarification. So I would
pass.
There's going to be content creators that break down all of it, right?
Exactly.
But
they can break it down. Like me.
There was no, hey, oh, here's more seasons. We're not calling them seasons because we know you don't like that word.
Yeah.
Here's more seasons.
I like. So they're no longer
Because are you
seasons.
buying a new
We're
expansion or
calling
no?
them episodes.
It's kind of like,
and they're now 3 different acts within each episode that are going to be. Each act is going to be 6 weeks long. It's like,
and they did this right after Forsaken. They're like, oh, we're shifting our seasonal model, blah, 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 blah. They did this huge emphasis on shifting the seasonal model, and they did with Shadowkeep. But in Forsaken, we had 3 what they called seasons, and it was Joker's Wild, Penumbra, and the season with the Black Armory. I forgot what it was called, but it was basically Black Armory, Gambit season, and Menagerie season, right? And it was still seasons. There were just 3 of them, and you didn't get a season with the major final expansion or the major yearly expansions, right? So I could see them launching Final Shape without seasonal content and then doing 3 episodes after, and it doesn't change their workflow at all. It just makes that season where the major expansion launches have less content.
well, here's the thing. I didn't get the impression that they're going to do expansions anymore. I got the impression that that's going to be their model going forward, period. Like it's just going to be episode after episode after episode after episode.
And they're saying that thing about, oh yeah, bring your, and basically all the leaks were true, right? Like every one of the leaks that was predicted,
I don't pay attention.
All that stuff was in there, right? The power level rework was in there. I didn't see anything about a new super at all.
Yeah, either. Other than maybe whatever the
power
changes
level
they were making to the Solar Warlock, or the small changes, but that's not what they promised.
Well, they promised new aspects. So we saw one new aspect of a light-based subclass for every character, and they chose a different subclass, like Solar for Warlocks, Void for Titans, Arc for Hunters. I'm hoping there's one for each class. But I look at it and I go, okay, you know, that's not what people want.
No. They might have held off on it until the final shape launches.
No.
Maybe.
No. Are you talking like a new?
Yeah, that would have been a new super with a new subclass would have been a major selling point to get pre-orders.
Well,
That's
what
but
I'm saying,
what I'm
'cause I
saying
mean,
is
like,
like
tech,
they're
you
not
really think about it, like-
they're not holding that back. Like because they always show off that big thing during this event, and the fact that they didn't show that off.
I don't know. I mean, realistically, like we didn't really get a whole lot of insight, really. I mean, aside from like the new enemy they're introducing, the new aspect, a minor intro to like what's essentially going to happen. Like we didn't really get a whole lot of what the final shape, right? And then they like come through and like obviously we see like the other aspects that we're getting from there. I mean,
It feels like the final shape is going to be like a greatest hits of Destiny expansion.
I really hope not.
Well,
so no, seriously, because they talked about this world and this world being shaped around our past experiences.
Right, exactly right. So it's not like anything new. They're taking the old ideas and just kind of recycling it and showing like, oh, here's some worn, you know, whatever on top. I don't know.
What's his fucking name? Traxxas, the fucking the robot we fought in the raid, right? Because he keeps getting reborn. We're gonna fight the Minecraft version of him.
Dude, when I saw the thing that was like the Minecraft steps, I was like, really? We're doing that now, Destiny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Cosmo.
That was kind of funny. I don't know if they were really trying to make it look like Minecraft, but it definitely did look like Minecraft. Are y'all gonna watch the show?
Yeah, it's already live.
All right. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna get off, and I'll be back live streaming later, and probably look at all the Gamescom information. But guys,
all right, see you, man.
You guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully they sell you here on the showcase.
Oh, it's Joe without the mustache, so this must be like live.
What? Oh yeah, maybe, or maybe it was done here recently. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he shaved it like in between the thing and now.
All right, I'll be back on live stream later.
All right, see you.